question 14. Amina planted some seeds. For every 3 seeds she planted, only 2 seeds grew. So every time she planted 3, only 2 grew. But altogether, 12 seeds grew. So how many did she plant? Now, there's a couple of ways of illustrating this. So firstly, we could say how many she planted. So 3 were planted, and only 2, for every 3 planted, only 2 grew. So we can actually write that as a ratio. For every 3 planted, 2 grew. But 12 seeds grew. So we're going from the 2 growing to 12 growing. Okay. But to get from 2 to 12, that is 6 times bigger. So the amount that grew was 6 times bigger than the original amount that grew. So therefore, the amount of seeds she planted must also be 6 times bigger. So what we want is 6 times bigger than 3. In other words, 6 times 3, which is 18. So she must have planted 18 seeds. So as you can see there, both of these original numbers, the 3 and the 2, have both been times by 6. So to get from 2 growing to 12 growing, we've times by 6, which means we've also got to times the amount that we planted by 6. And 3 times 6 is 18. So the final answer is 18 seeds. There is another way that you could illustrate that. You could actually do this. You could actually say, well, I'm planting 3 seeds, so we'll put SSS to illustrate the fact that they are seeds, S for seeds. But we could circle the ones that are growing. So that one would grow, that one would grow. So only 2 out of those 3 seeds planted would have grown. But then we know that 12 seeds grew. So we must have another 2, that's 6 so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there is the 12 seeds that grew. But don't forget, every time 2 seeds grew, 3 seeds were planted. Which means every 2 seeds that grew, a 3rd seed must have been planted but didn't grow. Which means every group of 2 seeds that grew would have a 3rd seed that didn't grow. And because we've got 6 lots of 2 seeds that grew, we've actually got 6 lots of 3 seeds that were planted. And that altogether, if you count all of those up, means 18 seeds were planted. That's a ratio question.